We're back with episode 12 on turning a laundry room into a bathroom. If you missed earlier episodes, I put together a playlist for that. It's here and the link is in the description. You'll find all the previous episodes, especially the last one where I installed the rails and studs on these two panels, the two exterior walls of the house. Now we just have to insulate them. And I'm waiting for Julien, who's coming from Toulouse, and with whom I won't be having a foam party, but a spray foam day. We're going to spray foam on these two panels. You'll see, it expands on its own. It's extremely satisfying to watch, in addition to being easy to apply. Of course, there are some precautions to take. We'll explain everything to you. I'll show you all the products and the mistakes you shouldn't make. So Julien will spend the day with me, and together we'll try to explain as much as possible to you. To start, we're going to install 3 bases like this on the brick wall. I could use the nail gun, but it'll just damage the brick wall. So we'll drill and use screw anchors, that'll be more than enough. And once the bases are in place, I can feed a cable tie through it and tighten it around the conduit, the pipe, or the cable, whatever. But here, what I'm going to do is use cable ties that I won't tighten completely. Then I bring the conduit up against the tie, add another tie, and I can put my insulation all around. So the base, as I told you, we drill, we put in the anchor, and the anchor will be this one. It's the Chark anchor from Wurtz. And the anchor has an advantage. Once it's inserted into the brick, I don't know if you can see it, but here there are little fins. It can't come out anymore and it expands really well in the brick. It comes in several sizes. Here we're using a size 6, which is more than enough. It also comes in 6, 8, 10 and 12. I'll put all the links in the description. It's a standard cable tie and I'm not going to tighten it all the way like I said. And if you're tired of tightening your cable ties by hand, there's a tool like this for that. Basically, you feed the cable tie through, squeeze and it tightens it. And once you're done, you just cut it. That's it. So we have 3 to install and then we run the conduits. Okay, the conduits are through the cable ties. We have 2 conduits for the switches and 1 conduit for the outlets. And like I was saying, I used a large cable tie. I thread it through the base. I didn't tighten it on purpose. Then the 3 conduits are held in place with a small cable tie. And by doing this, it moves the conduits away from the wall. We'll be able to spray foam behind and in front, and we're good. I put tape on the screw heads at the door and window. Because the day I need to change the window or the door, I'll be glad to find the screws intact. Because if there's foam on them, I'll have to dig it out. Okay, so now all of that is good. Electrical conduits are in place. We can start insulation now. Julien is here. We're having a foam day. Chambord, do you like it? Have you been there? Yes.
It's really beautiful.
You didn't bring me any sunshine at all.
No, the Sirocco from the north.
It stayed back at a rest stop. It only brought me sand. Just sand. It's okay. So what did you come to do today?
It's okay. Listen, I came to show you the products that will help you create your own insulation.
My custom insulation.
Custom made.
Custom made with spray foam. So what's your company's name?
Formicom.
Formicom. Try it.
It's based in Belgium.
It's based in Belgium. All links and contact details will be in the description. If they need to contact someone, they'll reach a representative who will direct them to the right people.
Absolutely. The Frostpack system is a very ingenious system. It's kind of a self-contained system, if I may say so.
I just need the kit. I don't need an extra machine like a compressor to rent or anything like that.
Absolutely not.
I have my kit. That's enough for me.
That's enough for you. The system is designed in such a way that you can extract the raw materials using the nitrogen pressure that's included inside. It's a bit reactive. We recently changed the recipe and will simply come and connect, just as you explained, to the valves of each cylinder, the lines, and the different types of buses.
Is it ready to use? It's ready to use, perfect. So this product can mainly be found in refrigerator doors. You all have a fridge at home and you have this product in your door. You can even find it in mattresses. Some mattresses have this type of product. You can find it in cold rooms, sandwich panels.
Sandwich panels minus 18 degrees professional cold room.
Can we insulate containers with it?
Yes, of course. Refrigerated container.
Okay. You mentioned it's also in shoe soles.
Yes, at different densities. You'll find Rayton's weight almost everywhere.
Just about everywhere. And you also find it, in particular, in vehicle conversions. RVs, trucks, people who want to customize, I don't know, an old van and convert it, they can spray this product instead of using wool insulation. The advantage is that it sticks to the ceiling. No need to use a framework or similar tools.
It sticks everywhere without causing condensation.
No condensation with this product. Okay. So, this product is ready to use. It's a kit. You buy it in this format in its box. And the other two, which you'll see in a moment because they're quite heavy, we're not going to carry 25 kilos just to show you, but they're in boxes delivered as kits. However, you do need a heating belt. You need to heat them up before use.
Yes, definitely. It's due to the product's viscosity. We're going to warm up the cylinders and reduce the viscosity.
All right.
Raw materials will come out more easily.
Okay.
And so we'll have a nice expansion, the yield we'd expect. And as you can see, a nice density.
Nice structure, no holes. There aren't any holes in it. Okay, so how hot does it get approximately?
Between 25 and 30 degrees.
Yeah, between 25 and 30 degrees. So people have to use a heating belt, or otherwise they can put it in a room that's ideally heated between 25 and 30 degrees.
That's the alternative solution.
But it's true that ideally,
you'd use a heating belt. Or, as I did for years, you can even use electric blankets from the supermarket.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to spray some foam. Where do we start? With a small kit. Let's introduce this small kit.
Yes, actually, this is the small size. Here we have about 400 liters once it's expanded.
400 liters once it's expanded. So if we go with a thickness of 4 cm that represents, well,
that gives you 8 to 10 square meters.
8 to 10 square meters with this small kit at 4 cm. Then we have bigger kits behind us that we'll film and show you in some footage, since they're quite heavy. It weighs about 25 kilo, let's say. Yes, for the raw one.
Each batch, yeah.
Each batch, 25 kilo 2 components.
Yes.
Always. Component A and component B. We have all the accessories. We'll explain everything to you. The nozzles, the cleaning kit, and very important, your eyes. So why is it important? What are the mistakes to avoid? What if we don't put in the pig?
Well, you have to put one in.
You have to put one in no matter what.
Quite simply.
Safety glasses.
Safety glasses.
Protective gloves.
We also have the mask with filter cartridges.
The mask, which is right there. There you go. And right here, the mask, super important. So safety shoes. Old shoes will do. Because if some foam falls on our toes, it's not a big deal. For your feet, that'll work. But the mask is mandatory. And you were telling me that it's absolutely necessary to ventilate the room.
You need to ventilate. Air can be extracted.
Well, at least open a window, open a door, knowing that the window here and the door over there, we won't be able to open them because they're covered. You absolutely have to cover it, don't spray, because it's not insulated, sorry. But otherwise, you open a door, you create a draft and wear a mask. And we're all set.
And we're good.
And we're good.
Now all that's left is to...
So, the spray foam itself, not to be confused with this type of product. This is expanding foam. It insulates, it breaks, it fills. It's made to fill around a pipe, fill a hole, seal, whatever. Around a window, for example, it looks like this. So this is expanding foam.
Single component.
Single component, which you can find in DIY stores, for example. And our product is this one. We're going to tell you about it. So don't confuse it with expanding foam and don't confuse our product. Does this product have a specific name?
The Frostpack.
The Frostpack, don't confuse it with... because that's its exact term. I don't want to say polystyrene.
So, the Frostpack is the name of the product itself. It's made of 2-component polyurethane foam.
Polyurethane foam, which shouldn't be confused with polystyrene. Polystyrene beads aren't waterproof or airtight since they're just glued together. You can see holes in them so air and water can pass through. Here we have a product that is 100% waterproof and airtight. It won't rot if you leave it behind a wall for 20, 30, even 50 years, it will remain intact.
In fact, we consider that the lifespan of sprayed polyurethane is the same as the lifespan of the building.
It's the lifespan of the building, so originally I was supposed to, and I told you that. So we can also thank Cyril from French Renovation. So thank him, yes or no, because you saw that he gives me a makeover on weekends. Yeah.
I use him.
I'm his doll, he dresses me up, wig, he has fun with me. So I don't thank him for that, but I thank him because he introduced me to this product and to Julien as well. He put me in touch with Julien because I knew about this product, but through the guy who comes with his truck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who comes with his truck because he's going to spray maybe, I don't know, 30, 50 square meters, maybe even more for floors, for ceilings, for walls. It's pretty costly to get someone to bring a truck.
Absolutely.
Now we have a system that allows me to handle small volumes.
Small and medium-sized areas.
So here, we have 22 square meters, that's just right. It's ideal, it's perfect. 22 square meters, so thank you Cyril. Let's get back to our foam. Foam, I say, I'm using the right term, foam.
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 Polyurethane.
Expanded polyurethane. I was initially supposed to use fiberglass. I even told you about it. I told you fiberglass, waterproof membrane. Now we have a product that will provide thermal insulation.
Yes.
Soundproofing. So basically overall insulation.
Watertight.
Watertight, rot-proof. So with fiberglass insulation, I'm supposed to leave an air gap between my wall and the fiberglass, and I'm supposed to put back a waterproof membrane. And then I said, I'll cut the membrane, I won't install fiberglass, we'll use this product, we'll spray it on the wall, we'll fill it as much as possible. So, as much as possible, you were saying that ideally we can even stop before that, but we can also go all the way to the edge of the stud and then trim everything afterward.
Absolutely.
You can trim it with a saw or even with a handsaw. Absolutely. Very easily. So, we're going to film you. We might start over there or over here. We'll see. We'll do a test. Maybe you'll start and then I'll take over or I'll do everything. We'll see. We'll manage.
We'll take a look.
You should know that there are several nozzles. Oops, I dropped it. They stopped working. You mentioned a special nozzle for construction work.
Yes, sort of, if you want. These nozzles will create different foaming patterns here, more or less wide and flat, so a wide, flat fan shape.
So the one we're going to use is this one?
Yes.
This one?
This one.
All right.
To thicken the foam, we'll use this one, which gives a more concentrated spray. For small corners, use this nozzle to seal them.
To seal?
This allows for low flow even when pressing the gun trigger with the same force.
Okay, perfect. The gun is here. It's exactly the same for the smaller one as for the bigger ones.
Longer or shorter, there you go.
The only difference is the studio's length. We'll discuss the cleaning kit again after we're finished, since everything will need cleaning.
Yes.
It's important, but as you said, we don't stop. We can stop to smoke or make a call, but then we'll need to change the nozzle.
Yes, because the reaction time of the foam is relatively short, even more so when we heat up the raw materials, which is a point we can discuss. And so at that point, the raw materials mix in the static mixer of the nozzle. They harden in 2 to 30 seconds.
All right.
Like on the wall.
So otherwise, every 20 seconds...
Keep spraying without stopping. We'll change the nozzle.
Or if not, we stop for 15 minutes for your call, but we know we'll still have to change the nozzle.
Even beyond 20 seconds.
Even beyond 20 seconds. You were telling me that this product dries on contact. You can touch it after a while then?
The hotter the product is, the faster it reacts. For a quick reaction, it's dry to the touch in 20 to 30 seconds. For now, it reacts with an HFC gas.
Yeah.
Our new HFO formula is coming very soon, and it's even greener and more environmentally friendly.
Okay.
So, it's a reaction.
Last thing, the point that might upset some of you, that's why we're going to talk about it, is the fire issue. What can we say about the subject? And you were telling us, indeed here we're going to spray it onto the walls. But anyway, the fire barrier is the last layer. It's the final layer that we'll put on the wall.
It's your cladding. Normally in construction we consider the last system that was installed.
That's it.
Which in this case, M0,
was preventing
from actually moving. Let me give a quick explanation. It's an organic product. So of course there is still a fire rating.
Yeah.
Euroclass E, it's a product that is self-extinguishing. That means if you put a flame to it, it will burn moderately. It won't be a big fire.
All right.
It will spread. As soon as you remove the flame, it stops burning.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, assume that in your home anything can catch fire. Furniture, doors, papers. You have papers, folders, everything can catch fire. Curtains, blankets, the couch, your clothes, which are often made with elastane. I mentioned it because I had installed panels on the ceiling and I got more or less called out in the comments, people saying, oh, be careful, if that catches fire, you don't realize there's no reason for it to catch fire anyway.
No, there's even less reason once again, especially if it's behind a structure that's itself rated 0.
There you go, it's okay. Alright, perfect. We'll start and then afterwards we'll get back to you with some explanations and a cleaning demonstration. We'll try to show you how we can clean the piston. Alright, let's go.
So we're attaching the hose to the cylinder. We have a color code here. We can see the writing in red. Red color code. Look, we're just checking. We're going to check the color. Here. We're definitely blue. If by any chance we didn't tighten it enough, when we open the cylinder, if we notice a leak, we close it again and fix it by tightening a little more. So now I'm cleaning up the leftover raw materials that were there when I did the purge. And now here I'm going to grease it to prevent the raw materials from sticking to the surface. And you can spray your gun. That way, if any foam falls on it,
there's still the weight.
You can just remove it with your finger. Here you have a guide. And here then, you have the square and the blue part that comes up against the stop.
You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. So the idea is really to position it like this. And then to have the strength. And then to apply. First, you have to release the safety. Then you can apply. So we've also finished the ISO cylinder. It's basically empty now. We've emptied it as much as possible with the pressure inside. So in a trash can, the raw materials that might have remained in the hose. Then we close the cylinder valve. We keep pressing the trigger on the gun to evacuate as much as possible. There you go, to release the pressure. And now we simply... So here you see there are still traces of product left. Here we have a little bit more. So we're going to put it together. Using the adapter on the acetone spray can. The gun hose that you want completely rinsed and cleaned. So we set it up like this. We adjust it a little bit. There we go. We open it, we're under pressure. We wet the products. And then you simply
pull the trigger. There you go. There.
I'm closing it tightly. I pick the wrench back up.
There. Here we go.
Knocked out. Check the hose's condition, which we cleaned well thanks to the spray with the cleaner. So you see that we have something almost like new. Now we're going to clean the gun a bit more. We're going to put it back together.
All right.
Careful. I'll do it. Attach the small nut.
And it's ready to be stored away in its box.
We're done. I got scolded a little, didn't I? No, I made the classic beginner's mistake, wanting to stay in one place and expecting immediate results.
Try to sweep as much as you can. Go layer by layer if necessary.
There you go.
If I may say so, you did extremely well.
It was my first time with spray foam insulation. Apparently I did well. That's very kind of you. But indeed, that mistake of wanting to stay in the same spot, it's a bit like with spray paint. You tell yourself it covers, it covers, it covers. And in the end, you just make drips and it runs. So here, it's kind of the same principle. You really have to do it layer by layer. And you let the foam expand on its own.
Absolutely.
So, we made a panel completely filled with foam. We cut it flush. We're going to film it for you. The result is great. There are no bubbles. And for the rest, you were telling me that there's absolutely no point in filling them completely. Because 10 cm of foam is maybe equivalent to 15 or 20 cm of glass wool.
Yes, that's about right. Actually, if you put in too much foam just to cut it off later, it's a waste. For the application, it may be best to stop at or before the studs, as you did.
Between the studs, I stopped because Julien told me, be careful, leave room for your cable run. Since the studs have holes, we can run cables through them. There, I had fun filling an entire panel. He said, yes, but now how are you going to run your cable? And that's the expert talking. He has more experience than me in this field, so it was my first time doing it. Please go easy on me. No, he told me I did well, so that's that. No, great product. So I could apply it, you saw it? I keep going, I'm not stopping anymore. Honestly, applying it is great. It's really satisfying to do, and you can see that it makes a difference right away. Actually, so I don't know if you can tell on video, but here we were working on brick, and behind it we had 13 centimeters of empty space behind the stud, so that's huge. Here I filled at least 13, 14, even 15 in some places. So we're insulated, really insulated. It's like we're in a fridge.
A walk-in freezer.
A walk-in freezer. I'll be able to install some suspension hangers. I'll sell them. No, it's perfect. I'm really happy with this product. I could go all evening. It's beautiful. It's awesome. So once again, you have all the contact details for Julien from Fomicom in the description. Don't hesitate to contact him to tell him you want to spray foam all over your place. No, it's a great product. Honestly, I'm really happy with how today went. We had a great time. We went out to eat. We talked about all sorts of things.
A bit of everything.
The meal took a bit longer. It was really good. Great restaurant.
It's really nice.
Really nice. So, Julien, I hope we'll see each other again soon.
Well, gladly. For other foam uses, maybe I'll see him for all of them. We'll see.
Wherever you want. We're going to
Find a foam job.
because right now I'm a fan. See you soon. Thank you very much for having me. All right, see you soon.
The tarps have been removed, the floor is cleaned, the studs, same thing, we're good. I still have a few thick spots to trim. For example, this one. With a ruler, we check. We go down gradually and cut. So I filled this whole panel, and honestly it's completely useless because here we have more than enough thickness. We have about 14 centimeters. So filling it, yes, it's for aesthetics. Once drywall is up, the foam will no longer be visible. So you can stop inside the studs, and the advantage is that you leave room for cables. After that, you can have fun filling them if you want, but leave room for cables at the bottom and at the top just in case. Then you fill it in, cut off the excess and you're good. The other advantage of this foam is that it locks the studs in place. Now they can't move anymore. They're stuck in the foam, so there's no need to add any reinforcement or anything. I can hit them now. It doesn't move anymore. So we're good. The canisters are here. Everything has been cleaned. We've wrapped everything up. So I could keep making little touch-ups, but honestly, it's perfect now. So let's pack all this up. We'll set it aside. If I need to make a partition, we'll bring out the tanks again. Let's go. Well, Julien has gone back to the Toulouse area. He had a bit of a drive, and I really want to thank him for coming to help me spray this foam, for training me, and for giving me a lot of advice. What I take away from this insulation is that it's rot-proof, water-resistant, airtight, and provides both thermal and sound insulation. So before we started, we did a temperature test on the brick wall. It was about 11 degrees, and once the foam was applied and had dried properly, it was at 16 degrees. It cuts and sands well. Just run a straight edge over the studs, and if you find a bump, cut or sand it down. I did a sanding test. I'll show you some pictures, and I'm thinking about people who do modeling and make models. It could be interesting to use this product, to sand it, to work with it, to make a mountain, a rock, or whatever. So this foam will last for the entire life of the building, unlike fiberglass or rock wool or even other types of insulation that will rot over time. Your house will be terribly insulated. You'll have to replace the insulation every 10 or 15 years. So I think this solution is more ecological and economical. Another advantage is that it's insulating and you can spray it into hard to reach places, unlike fiberglass or rock wool. You have to cut strips, stuff them into corners, and use tape to avoid thermal bridges. Here, you just spray it, it expands on its own and goes everywhere. Another advantage has to do with rodents. There's no more space between the wall, the insulation, and the drywall. Same for the ceiling with fiberglass and drywall. There's space, rodents get under there, it's a nightmare. At night, you hear scratching and have no idea what they're doing. It sounds like a mammoth in the attic, but it's something tiny. It's a nightmare. By spraying foam onto your drywall, there won't be any more space, so they won't be able to get between the insulation and the drywall. You'll finally be able to sleep peacefully at night. As for VOC emissions, it's rated A+ in any excess. All the inert foam that sticks out, we take it to the waste disposal center in the general waste bin. But in the end, I don't have much to cut because I kept it within the studs, except for the panel that I filled completely, so we cut everything and all that. As for this foam, it goes with general waste, so that's about all we can say about this insulation. We'll meet again in the next video. We'll start putting up the drywall. We're going to focus on the separation between the bathtub and the shower, and maybe even mark out the niche that will be in the shower. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Once again, you'll find all of Julien's contact information in the description. Not the easiest thing to say, but I got there. So don't hesitate to contact him. And like I said, I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, take care.